In fact, when I woke up from my surgeries, because I didn't look at myself in the whole month, I didn't even, when I was in the hospital, I did nothing but cry and scream because the pain was unreal. But anyway, when I finally did look at myself in a mirror some months later, this white spot had come in my hair. I guess it was because of the trauma. Maybe it was just because I was old and I was going to get gray hair anyway. But when I woke up, I had that spot in my hair. So, just a little tidbit of information. Hey guys, Dan and I were talking about something last night that set the stage for this story time. And I just wanted to come here and share it today after our conversation last night. First off, we've been asked several times to do a how we met, video, Dan and I. And somebody had asked us yesterday again, and we were laughing about, making that video. And I got to talking about how YouTube has just changed my entire life. And we got all into that conversation. And I just wanted to share with y'all how this platform totally transformed my life. I think it's very interesting. I think it just shows how technology is playing such a huge part in all of our lives. It was 2008. I'm not exactly sure. I don't even know what year YouTube started, but it was in its very early stages in 08. I want to think it started in 7, but I'm not sure. I should have looked that up before I started this story, but whatever. It was 2008. Now, I had always been a very active person. That is what I love the most. I love working in the yard. I loved working on our house. It was built in 1908. We've totally redone it all by ourselves. I love hard work. That just makes me feel good. And to be honest, that's what caused this incident. I had hurt myself by doing something I shouldn't have. I picked up something I shouldn't have picked up. But anyway, and I hurt myself really bad. So I went in over the course of 2.5 weeks. I had 3 spine surgeries and I got a massive infection. I spent a month in the hospital. And then when I came home, when they let me out of the hospital, I came home with a PICC line in my chest where they had a hospital bed delivered and set up in my bedroom, and where I spent 42 or 45 more days where I got 9 injections a day through my PICC line. So it was a long journey. It was the hardest thing I had ever lived through up to that point. I was depressed beyond measure. It was unreal because, I couldn't even turn my body over in the bed. I could not even turn this body over, and I couldn't do anything. And the pain was unreal. But and then the depression setting in, it was crazy because here I'd gone from this really active person to now I can't even turn this body over in the bed. So, as I start getting better and I can get up and I can sit up and, anyway, that same year, my daughter was turning 20. And Facebook, was a big thing. I loved Facebook in the beginning because we got to reconnect with people that we had not seen in many years. And that was the case here. An old friend of mine that I had gone to high school with, Karen, had posted a picture of her daughter's birthday cake, and it was adorable. It was like a brown fondant with pink and beige dots. I think that's what it looked like. I can't really remember, but she posted that picture, and I was like, oh my God, that is so cute. I don't know anybody that's doing that kind of work around here, and so I think, this is my personality. I don't think there's anything I can't do. Now, there's a lot I can't do good, but there's not a lot I won't at least tackle. And I was going to tackle that, So the most I'd ever done up until that point was the cake in the long, which is what we call a cake pan, because that's all you cook cornbread and cake in that same pan. That's all I ever cook in that pan, I think. Yeah, you put the cake mix in there, you cook it in the oven, and you bring it back out, and you ice it, and you mix it, bake it, and serve it all out of that same pan. But anyway, that's all I had ever done, but I'm like, how hard can this be? Y'all, about halfway through her cake. Now, y'all, I'm fighting, I'm sweating, probably a little bit crying, just a little bit too. I cannot make that fondant get on that cake without having huge wrinkles down the side. I'll try to put a picture in here. I got so frustrated that I could not make it not have a wrinkle. I just took and cut a big hunk of it out and patched it, which is stupid, but that was how I got rid of the wrinkle. So I'm frustrated. I'm so frustrated I cannot see straight. So I sit down. Now, Dan last night in our conversation said, you know, it is our modern day encyclopedia. And it is. This is where my family comes to for if we need whatever information we need, we come type it in YouTube because it's here. And I did not know about YouTube at that point. I typed it into Google. I guess Google would be the modern day encyclopedia, but I typed it into Google and up pops this little like 4-minute video. I don't remember the video, like who did it or anything like that. It was about 4 minutes long and she showed how to cover a cake in fondant. And I was like, oh my gosh, I like that. You know, I had no clue that this YouTube thing even existed, that people were putting videos like that out there. And so now I'm intrigued with the cake thing because I enjoyed it. And I'm intrigued with this YouTube thing because I enjoyed that. And so I remember coming back again to Google and typing in like, I don't know, how to make a flower, like gum paste flower or whatever. And lo and behold, here comes a YouTube video. And I was like, oh my gosh. So then I go to YouTube because I'm thinking, I'm just going to bypass Google. I'm going to this YouTube thing. So I did. And, you know, to comment on some of these videos, you have to have an account. So I made an account, I believe, in 09. I'd have to look back. I think I made this account in 09. So that I could watch and comment on people's videos. And not really comment. I was asking questions like, how do you do this? And what about this? And how do you do this? So I immersed myself because now keep in mind, I can no longer go work out in my yard. I'm basically sedentary and I hated it. I gained as much. I was as fat as I'd ever been in my life. So anyway, I immersed myself in the YouTube community because you could learn anything. I learned everything I know about cakes right here on YouTube. That's how it changed my life. Not only did it give me, I don't want to sound as dramatic as a reason to live, but y'all, it was. I was very unhappy. I was extremely depressed. And this gave me an outlet to go, well, let me look at this and let me look at that. And what I loved about it is that it's real people. We don't have TV at our house. We stream from the internet. So everything we watch is either Amazon Prime, Netflix, or YouTube. I don't watch the other two. I only watch YouTube is my thing because I like the real people part of it. I like to feel like I'm having a conversation with somebody. YouTube has changed recently. Has started changing and it has become a lot more professional and it has kind of taken the fun out of it for me because if I wanted to see a production, I would watch TV. I don't want to see a scripted production. I want to see a real person sitting here, you know, knee to knee, heart to heart, talking to me. So that's how YouTube changed my life, guys. It gave me, it created for me, it created a job. Like that was my job. It's, still is to a degree. I don't do it near as much as I used to, but I have a cake shop because I learned how to do cakes off YouTube. And when my husband and I were talking about this last night, he said, because I had said, type in something crazy enough to say, because I was saying, it doesn't matter what it is, whatever you can think of, whatever you can imagine, somebody has made a video on it. So he said, because I couldn't think of something, silly, he said, type in how to take care of a hemorrhoid. I did, and it's there. Y'all, there are videos on how to take care of a hemorrhoid. Y'all, it's all here. I had put up a few cake videos. I don't even remember when I put up my first video. I haven't even looked. But I put up a few cake videos, and that was it. Not much. But because Clay had started watching with me, and our two favorite people on the planet are Emmy, made in Japan, and the Saucony Jolies. We watch them, the Saucony Jolies, every day without fail because they daily vlog. But Emmy didn't do daily videos. But we always made sure we were here when she had a new video up. And Clay asked me one day if we could do videos like our people. And I was like, no. Because I was as fat as I'd ever been in my life. I didn't have like confidence to put myself out there because I didn't want, negative comments because I'd seen the negative stuff that the Saucony Jellies went through and it was terrible. Still is. But, so there is that side of YouTube, but I've grown as a person, since the beginning, and you do have to have a thick skin because you get a lot of comments, negative stuff, but for the most part, this is the most positive, amazing platform I could have ever imagined, and I had no clue that I would be uploading videos here myself, you know, someday. But that's how YouTube changed my life, guys. It gave me newfound hope. It gave me a career, and now it has brought me an amazing group of friends that, you know, I happen to adore. So that's my how YouTube changed my life story, guys. I'll see you in the next video.